Welcome to our news updates. The Supreme Court ruled on Monday that former President Donald Trump has some immunity from criminal prosecution for actions taken while in office. This landmark decision is likely to impact the criminal cases against Trump and delay his federal election case from going to trial, but will not eliminate the charges entirely. According to the Supreme Court, Trump and other presidents possess absolute immunity from prosecution for their core constitutional powers, such as appointing officials, and are presumed immune from punishment for any official acts performed while in office. However, they can still be charged for actions that were not part of their official duties. As a result, Trump's case has been paused while the immunity issue is resolved. The lower court will now have to determine whether Trump is immune from prosecution for various actions detailed in his indictment, and the trial cannot proceed until this matter is settled. Prosecutors allege that Trump's scheme to overturn the election involved four components: pressuring state officials and legislators to change the election results, submitting false slates of electors to Congress through a fake elector scheme, using the Justice Department to push his election fraud claims, and pressuring then Vice President Mike Pence not to certify the election results. The Supreme Court ruled that Trump's actions involving the DOI are part of his constitutional powers, and therefore immune from prosecution. However, U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan, who is overseeing the trial, will need to decide whether the other actions are immune or not. As we continue, please support us by clicking on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell for more updates. The Supreme Court indicated that Trump's conversations with Pence are presumptively immune from prosecution, but Chutkan must determine if he should still face charges under these circumstances. The court also noted that Trump's interactions with state officials and his public comments before the January 6th riot need further consideration by the lower court to determine if they were official acts, or if he was speaking as a candidate rather than as president. The timeline for Trump's federal election case to go to trial remains uncertain. MSNBC host and lawyer Katie Phang predicted that Judge Chutkan would decide on the immunity issues swiftly to resume the case. However, Trump could still appeal her ruling, potentially causing further delays. Chutkan has previously estimated that it would take about 3 months for Trump's case to go to trial once it resumes, making an October trial start the earliest possibility, though it is likely to be later. Once the trial begins, it is expected to take 8 to 12 weeks to reach a verdict, ensuring no verdict will be reached by Election Day. Trump's other criminal cases could also be impacted by this immunity ruling. He has claimed immunity in his federal case for allegedly withholding White House documents, arguing he designated the records as personal while in office. It is yet to be determined if this claim will hold up in court as an official act eligible for immunity. Trump has also claimed immunity in his Georgia state case related to attempts to overturn the 2020 election, using a similar argument to the one in the federal election case. Both of these trials have been indefinitely delayed, and the new immunity issues are expected to cause further delays. In a separate criminal case, Trump has been convicted on 34 felony counts related to hush money payments made during the 2016 campaign. He did not claim immunity to avoid these charges, but lawyer Asha Rangappa suggested he might use the evidence from 2018, when he was president, to argue for throwing out his conviction on appeal. Legal experts have criticized the Supreme Court for delaying its decision on the Trump immunity case, which has hindered the case from moving forward and potentially going to trial before the election. University of Michigan law professor Leah Littman speculated in a New York Times op-ed that the court's delay might be due to political motivations to help Trump. Trump faces 4 felony charges in his federal case for trying to overturn the 2020 election and has pleaded not guilty. He asked the court to dismiss the charges, claiming immunity for actions taken while in office. A consistent defense he has used as litigation against him has increased. While judges have routinely rejected this argument, Trump took the case to the Supreme Court after lower court rulings against him. The Supreme Court's decision was not as broad as Trump had hoped, with Chief Justice John Roberts emphasizing that the court recognized only a limited immunity. The court's 6 conservative justices granted Trump some immunity, while the 3 liberal justices dissented. Justice Sonia Sotomayor argued in her dissent that the ruling undermines the foundational principle that no one is above the law. Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.